Welcome to Trouble at the Tavern, coming to you live in 3, 2, 1. I should have started with a higher number. Hello!
Hello!
And welcome back to Trouble at the Tavern, a D&D podcast, where we're going for more of an antique decor at the tavern. So instead of mage armor, we have an aged armoire.
Oh my god.
You said before we started rolling that you had good jokes?
No.
I like them.
Oh.
I didn't say they were good. I said I like them.
The worse they are, the better they are, actually. So
Okay, good.
Yes.
Then you're going to love mine.
Joined with me, as always, Michael Pugasevich.
who got knocked down but did not get up again? Dillon Buckley.
That's
Nice.
true.
Hartley Fanson.
Leave me alone.
Oh my god.
What is your name, though?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Clue, stay
alone. We don't want another full HP scenario again.
Shut up.
Leave me alone.
And last but certainly not least, Maggie Palude.
Minx Revka and all my friends are dead.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, they're here. They're sleeping. Everyone's taking a long nap.
You
my
saved
goodness.
the hell out of us.
Yeah. What's gonna happen? It's I'm kind of scared. I hope Big B doesn't pull up with the squad.
Chris just has him show up at the start of this session.
Yeah,
Stop
and just
looking at my
campaign's
notes.
over.
Everyone's coming down to the warehouse.
Before we get into it, let's do a little recap of the last session.
Oh, thank God for once.
I
Yeah,
know, for
right?
once. I know.
This is
I
nice.
thought episode 10, I thought we should finally start with doing a recap before we get
Good
into
for you.
it. Thank you.
Nice.
In the last session, we saw our group resuming their fight against the barbarian gnome sisters Oda and Orla. Even though hope remained when Dillon managed to kill Oda, things began to look dire when their tiefling companion Cadmus chose to abandon the fight, with Orla to save his own skin. With Clu and Dillon already on death's door, Minx had to make a tough decision whether to continue fighting and possibly die, or to abandon her friends. Just as Minx was about to walk away, rounding the corner was Master Peric, who was led to the fight by the raccoon grub. After bringing Clu and Dillon back up, the four managed to finally take down the gnome, with Minx making the final killing blow. And that is where we are now.
Oh, jeez.
Minx.
Oh my god. I forgot. Is Grub here?
Grub is here, yes. Peric is down but stabilized. Clu is down but stabilized. And Dillon is down but stabilized. Also, Clu's father, Josiah Standy, is also unconscious but stabilized. So you and Grub are
We're all
alone
stable.
in
Got
this
a lot of
warehouse.
dead weight. Literally.
It's a sleeping party and you didn't get the memo.
Yeah, it's a big old slumber party. I'm gonna say, Grub, can you go? Can you understand me? No, that's a nod. I'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
Can you go look and see if there's a cart anywhere around the outside of this building? Like something to drag. We're gonna just pile all our friends.
Grub is wide-eyed just staring at you. Give me a persuasion check.
Hell yeah, Grub. That'll be, I think, 19 total.
19 total.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Looks at you and just does a quick nod and scampers off out of the shed.
At first I thought he was going to just stand and stay. And I was like, okay, beautiful. Okay. I'm going to go feel up Master Peric basically and go through like pockets, see if there's any kind of healing or herbs or
nice.
shit, anything in
okay.
his
Good plan.
pockets.
Yeah.
Just that maybe he didn't use, and then I'll also probably do the same to Clu's dad as well.
Sure. Okay. So we'll start with Clu's dad first. Give me a quick investigation check.
10 total.
So with a 10, Minx, you don't find anything really important, but it is strange that Josiah Standy, while in his pajamas, is carrying money. You find 20 gold coins.
Nice. Nice.
I just leave it.
Nice.
And I'll go check out Peric as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
give me another investigation check.
Okay. Oh, that'll be an 18 total.
Hell yeah.
18?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Peric came prepared.
Nice.
He did. You find on Master Peric, it doesn't look like he came with a lot. It looks like he was very battle ready. So you kind of shift through all the chainmail that he was wearing. You do find one small fruit of some kind. It looks to be a berry.
Do I know anything about it? I'm like, is this poison? It seems important.
Give me a nature check.
Okie-dokie. That's also an 18.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thanks.
With
This
an
never
18,
happens.
I'm sure you've seen these being exchanged every once in a while at the Capitol. This is a good berry. So it is used kind of in emergencies for healing properties. Just kind of
Great.
Oh, it's the goodest of berries.
It's a good little guy.
little guy.
And I try to think. God, who do I give it to? Probably just to Peric. Yeah. He seems the biggest, I think.
And I feel
The
like
most
he's
helpful.
The healing type too.
Probably,
Like he's got-
yeah. He was helping us the most.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I just shove it in his mouth and kind of like move his jaw and cheeks around a bit. munch.
You open the jaw of this older dwarf, and you, like his face, as I previously have described, very scarred. He's missing a chunk of his nose, so his skin is very wrinkled and yeah, it's
Massaging.
Nice.
Open his mouth, pop the good berry in, and you make him chew, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like mama bird it. I'm just gonna try to chew. Yeah, just massage it in there
Massage the
and
jaw.
hope that it takes.
Okay, great. After a few seconds of this whole procedure, you feel Peric begin to stir, and he opens his eyes and looks up at you. Did we win?
That's a specific term to use, but we're definitely not dead.
Then we won.
Yeah. And I just help him get up from.
And you can see, once he's realized the fight is over, he goes back to limping and very ginger. So you can tell in this state of adrenaline and combat, he was kind of bypassing a lot of his limitations physically. He looks around the warehouse and says, "Not the place I would have picked for a fight to the death, but it has some merit to it.
Literal slaughterhouse vibe. So it's
It's very fitting."
yeah.
Yes.
I just sent the raccoon to go find a cart because I didn't know if I would get your bodies awake. And so can we wake up anybody else? Do you have-
raccoon.
I just love that sentence. I just sent the raccoon.
Just kind of like dead staring at walls because it's just kind of stressful. But is there? Do you have options to help
I do
my
have
friends?
enough capabilities to heal one more person for today.
Okay. Yeah, probably Clu. I can grab Dillon and I feel like I can carry him.
I'm very foldable.
Yeah, I can grab him. And that would be
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll handle my hand. You handle the eager boy.
yeah.
I like that. I like that term.
The eager boy.
I'll go try to like
Peric
basically like
coined
like get Dillon to like basically kind of piggyback on my back a little bit.
Okay.
To some degree, just limply.
I let out another toot.
Oh my god. Just farting away. Kick you off.
You hear Peric say, "Maybe don't wake him up." But as Peric goes to approach you, Clu, and makes you focus on Dillon, the two of you, Clu and Dillon, you are currently comatose, right? You are not on death's door, but you are in a deep recovery period right now. But your minds are still active. We are going to focus on some dream sequences that's currently occurring right now.
Oh my god.
Very cool.
Unexpected.
Clu,
Yeah.
the last thing you remember is Orla hacking into you with the great axe. You go down. Your eyes open. You are standing on a frozen tundra. Wind whipping all around. Bitter cold. You look down. You are dressed in full armor. Great sword on your back. Give me a perception check.
Oh, snap.
No.
So you did do a perception check, or
I heard the dice.
It's a 6.
are you refusing to roll a perception check?
Yeah, I
Okay.
refused. I refused to.
Okay.
I refuse to see.
Clu closes his eyes and plugs his ears. It refuses to perceive.
La.
With a 6, Clu, you don't get the sense you're dreaming. And you hear a sound on the distance, but you don't know where it's coming from. You hear and it's almost the sound of drums.
I look around. Where's my battalion? Where is everyone?
You look around and you are standing in the middle of nowhere, completely alone.
Did they leave me behind? I guess I take my sword off my back. What do I do?
You take off your sword, prepare a battle stance, looking around frantically, and in the distance, the near distance, you see the emergence of an army coming over a ridge. They all stop. You see they are orcs, half-orcs, snarling, battle cries, just rhythmically pounding on their chests. They form a line. The drumming stops, and you just hear. Immediately, the army starts sprinting down this hill towards you, frantically unsheathing their weapons.
I'm not even supposed to be here.
Running right towards you, all in your direction. They're all looking at you, snarling. Spit is flying out of their mouth. They are animalistic. A large one right in front, coming right at you. Massive club, getting ready to swing. What do?
I go to block it.
You go to block it. The club flies out of this person's hand. What do?
I take a swing.
You take a swing?
I think I take a large swing in a big arc to try and ward them off. There's too many to handle.
Yeah, they are swarming you. You are in combat with this one massive orc. You parry, the club goes flying out of this person's hand. You cleave with your greatsword. Your sword goes right through. This orc drops, and then as soon as it drops and hits the ground, your senses shift, and you are no longer standing on the frozen tundra.
Where am I?
You are standing on the top of a mountain. And in front of you, instead of a cleaved body of an orc, is a chicken.
I love a good fever dream.
I reach down and I grab the chicken.
You look at it. It looks like a normal chicken. It looks like the chicken you cleaved during the Prince of Pelor festival.
This is strange.
I think at this point you realize you might be dreaming in some way.
I try and make something happy happen.
Something happy? Like what?
I'll be honest, I can't think of anything happy. Maybe another greatsword. That's new.
You go looking for another greatsword?
Yeah.
As you look around, as you kind of walk around this peak of the mountain, you realize you are miles above the ground, and you can see in all directions at the top of this mountain, Clu. You see sprawling lowlands to the west. You see thick woodlands to the east, frozen tundras to the north, scorching deserts to the south. And as you look down at the base of the mountain, you see a sprawling metropolis, but it all looks like ants down below.
I had no idea the world was this big, and I've seen a lot of it.
And from behind you hear, but not enough.
I whip around.
You see Master Perrick standing just behind you, Clu.
I was looking for something happy, not something old.
It's often not what we're looking for that's important, Clu, but what we need.
You're really popping off with the advice lately, Perrick.
At this point of your adventure, Clu, advice might be the only thing I'm good for.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I've got a question.
Shoot.
I look around at the whole world, and I turn back to Perrick and I go, "Am I dead? Give it to me straight."
would you want me there?
That's good to hear. All right. Okay. Good. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna sit down and ponder on the peak of this mountain, looking down at the capital, presumably.
Yeah, you can probably assume this is Clanget in space, the capital city of Hallow, which is sprawled around Mount Morden in the middle of the continent. As you sit, Clu, you notice in the distance clouds forming on the horizon, and not just rain clouds, thick black clouds, and you see they are drastically moving from all directions closer and closer to the mountain.
In all directions?
In all directions. Peric is also looking at these clouds and says, "A storm is coming to Hallow. And Clu, you shouldn't be here."
In Hallow? Where else would I go?
And he points just off to the side where there is a upright door standing on its own, maybe a few yards away.
I think I use my great sword to slowly stand.
Nice.
And I'm gonna walk on over to this door. I don't want to look inside yet.
Mm-hmm.
The door's closed.
Yes.
I'm gonna do a quick little pace around it, looking at it from all sides.
Yeah, it looks like a door that is not attached to anything, and as you do a little walk around, you don't see anything particularly interesting about it.
I think I approach the front of the door, and as I put my hand on the handle,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna turn back to Peric and I go, "What's on the other side?"
That I do not know. That is for you to discover, for this is where our journey ends together, Clu. My place is here to either ride the storm or be swallowed by it. Both paths are honorable in court's eyes, but you have so much more to do, so this is where we say goodbye.
I got another question. Are you dead? You can give that to me straight as well.
Peric looks at you and says, "Clu,
Peric.
if I were dead, do you think you would be there?"
I think we're seeing eye to eye on this, Peric. See you on the other side. Or not see you on the other side.
Yes, I was gonna have to tell you again how this whole door works, but yes.
Okay.
Goodbye, my friend. And,
Goodbye.
And as you open the door and you see the clouds have now just encircled the mountain and begin to close in around where you and Peric are, you open the door and you regain consciousness as you are looking up at Master Peric.
Did we win?
Yes, we did.
Nice. Who got him?
Well, considering the only one that was standing.
Did you save us?
He looks at Minx, who is busy carrying Dillon.
Shuffling Dillon onto my back.
Yes, it was me.
Okay. Okay, well, I think I'm going to get up and pat off some of the dust and blood all over my jerkin. And, maybe I'll give Peric a pat on the shoulder and we'll say, "Thank you."
No, thank you, Clu. I haven't tasted combat like that in years. I needed to stretch out these old bones.
Well, hopefully you were a little bit better than you normally are at wrestling, but I appreciate it. And I think I turn to Minx and I go over and I say, I don't think we could have won that fight without you. You really killed it, kid.
Thanks, old guy. What do you... Can you do me a favor though?
Yeah.
Can you and your buddy kind of check over these bodies though, these two gnomes real quick? Just
Absolutely.
before we grab your dad, but we should
Before
get
then,
going.
let me take let me take this little munchkin off your hands, and I think I'm gonna use my last 5 HP on lay on hands on Dillon.
Great. Okay.
As you are bringing Dillon back up to consciousness, Dillon, while this has been going on, you have also been dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing you remember, similar to Clu, Orla hacking into you
Mm-hmm.
with her great axe. When you wake up, you find yourself in the middle of a clearing in a breathtakingly beautiful forest. You've been in forest before.
Mm-hmm.
This is not like one you've ever seen. The leaves are way greener than you would think they would be. The flowers are bigger and more vibrant than ever. Even insects that are flying around and crawling along the ground are like 50% larger. And there's a warmth that you can't describe, not just in temperature, but just in feeling as you wake up and find yourself in this clearing.
I think Dillon just takes it all in, really looks around and just takes in the beauty of it all. And does it feel familiar?
Give me a insight.
Okay. Just a 10.
A 10? It's not something you've experienced before, but there is something comforting about it.
Okay.
And as you're looking around, taking everything in, you feel at your side a glowing warmth and a vibration. As you look down, it is your stone.
Oh, I take the stone out and I look at it.
And as it's vibrating, you hear in the distance, just out of eyesight, similar vibrating. Like someone in the distance getting a text.
Oh. Hello? Do you also have the stone vibrator?
No answer, but you still hear the vibrations in the distance.
Okay. I head towards the vibrations.
Okay. You head towards the vibrations. You get to the spot where you think the sound is coming from, and you hear it come from a different direction. Zzz.
Oh, okay.
And as you are about to go in that direction, you hear it from the other side. Zzz.
Oh.
And then zzz, and it begins to form all around you.
Oh no.
Very disorienting
Mm-hmm.
until it stops and you feel a hand on your shoulder from someone behind you.
And I turn around.
Hello, Dillon. And you see Thorel,
Thorel.
dressed in beautiful elven robes and no longer looking as haggard and disheveled as you've known him to be. The only difference is his head is currently on fire.
Oh, Thorel, your head.
Ah, yes. You did burn me, so this is how I'm going to look during this.
Oh no!
It's okay. It
Oh,
only
Dillon starts to cry. I didn't know.
No.
I didn't know that's what happened.
No. My
Should we have? Am I dead?
No. Oh, no.
You're dead.
Perhaps
Where am I? Is this a dream? Thorel, what's happening?
I should have realized how this would look. I am sorry. You are not dead.
Okay.
I am dead.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm
It's
so
okay.
sorry we didn't get to you in time.
No, it's okay, Dillon. I've lived a long life. My fate is the result of my actions. And actions that I made long before I met you. So do not mourn me. Do not pity me. Just keep moving.
Okay.
Now, your stone. I can show you the way.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Follow me.
Oh, okay.
And he begins skipping through the forest.
I kind of catch up to Thorel and as we're jogging together, I turn to him and I say, "Is this the Feywild?"
No, my dear, this is a dream.
Oh, okay, but is this kind of like what I can expect from the Feywild?
Oh, I don't want to give away any surprises.
A true fae.
Naughty.
I have 60 gold.
Yes, I know. You took it off my body.
I did leave you a little gold.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah, he left it.
I left a coin.
Yeah.
I think I tipped him.
For your troubles.
He makes his way through the forest, skipping along, you joining him, and he abruptly stops and says, "Right through those trees. That's what you're looking for." And as he says that, you hear in the distance, zzz, zzz,
Nice. I think Dillon has now fully accepted this as a dream,
Mhm.
and I think he wants to lucid dream a little bit. So he's going to try to do like a high floaty moon jump over to the trees. Can I roll acrobatics to see if he pulls it off?
Yeah, sure.
I want to fly to my next location.
Sick.
He's having a blast. That is going to be a 19
A 19.
plus 2.
Oh
That's
my
a
God.
21.
Very nice.
He's so joyous.
Peter
I just
Pan.
asked for something happy and then didn't find it.
Dillon and Thorel, whose head is on fire, is having a blast.
Dillon, you don't fly, but you feel in this state, gravity doesn't work how it normally would in Hallow,
Mhm.
and you do a jump that is much longer and taller than like you physically would be capable of
Sick.
while you're awake.
Can
and
I
you
add a
reach
little front flip in there?
Of course.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. And you hear from behind, you hear,
Yes. Yes.
beautiful, Dillon. Now, this is where I must leave you. You see, I am not allowed back.
Will I see you again?
I'm afraid not.
So this is the end.
Oh, that's so pessimistic, Dillon. I don't like thinking of things as ending. I like to think of things as starting anew.
I guess because I'm like in the opening of these trees, I do a triple backflip back to Thorel, and I land gracefully next to him.
You hear,
And I look at him and I say, I know you took my mom away that day. I know it was you that came to the door, but I also know that it's not your fault that she's gone. I sense that from you. I know that there's bigger things in play, and I understand now that my mom is in the Fae for a reason. Thank you. And I give Thorel a hug.
after a slight pause, you feel his arms wrap around you, and he returns the hug. That's very kind of you, Dillon. There's not many people that would show kindness to me anymore, especially here, so that means a lot. Right. On your way.
Okay.
I have places to be.
Yes.
Dine?
Maybe a pond or a lake or something you can dip your head in.
Oh, I've gotten quite used to it now, actually.
Okay.
Yes, I no longer have needs for hats. Farewell, Dillon.
Farewell, Thorel.
And he begins skipping off in the other direction, deeper into the forest.
Nice. I take a moment to just see him run off, and I kind of smile. And then I turn and go into the forest.
You break through the trees, and you find yourself overlooking a magical, vibrant garden party.
Oh.
Oh.
Beautiful fountains of water shooting up and then staying higher than they normally would before coming down. Pixies and fairies flying around, handing out drinks and like little hors d'oeuvres on trays.
Wow.
You see like satyrs, like minks, talking with fawns and centaurs. And in the distance, you can't quite see the details of it, but you see a throne, and there are people crowded around it, almost looking at who is sitting on it. But again, you have to get a little closer to see who that would be.
Okay.
You also hear the vibrating come from that direction as well.
Okay. I sort of walk through the party. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Hi. Sorry. Oh, sure. I'll have one. And I grab a little hors d'oeuvre along the way. Oh no, I can't drink that. I'll take orange juice if you have it. And then, I pop a little hors d'oeuvre in my mouth, and I walk over, and I'd like to check out the throne.
You worm your way through the crowd, getting closer and closer. As you're about to take in who everyone is looking at, you once again feel a tap on your shoulder and
Turn
hear,
around.
Hey, kid.
Hey. Oh.
you turn around and you see Clu standing there dressed in colorful, mystical elven robes.
Clu, you look amazing.
You shouldn't be here.
What?
When he says that, Dillon, his face changes. Rather than Clu, you see Minx standing in front of you.
You shouldn't be here.
What?
The face changes again. You see Cadmus. You shouldn't be here, Dillon.
Cadmus.
Changes to Flinthorn. Dillon, you really shouldn't be here.
Flinthorn,
And you see a black face, featureless, reach behind them, pull out a massive greatsword, bigger than anything you've seen Clu wield, and begin to strike down upon you.
No!
And Dillon, you wake up. Clu's standing over top of you.
No!
Hey, it's fine. I was just healing you. Wow,
What?
you okay?
What happened?
We won.
We won?
We won.
We won the fight with the gnomes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Were you dreaming of did you, crops didn't turn out or?
I had a crazy dream. You were both in it. Everyone was in it, actually.
Did you lose a shovel?
No, I think I was in the Fae, and I saw you. I saw Minx. I saw Cadmus. You guys told me I shouldn't be there. I saw Flinthorn, and then a figure, a dark figure with a sword. Sorry, Clu, much bigger than yours.
Okay. We don't have to.
But he took a strike at me, and right as I woke up, that was the last thing I saw.
It's okay, Dillon. I just kind of grab the nape of the neck kind of thing and just kind of hold tight. I'm
Yeah.
it's okay. Get your breath. Take a sit.
I saw Thorel. I don't think he liked that we burned him. His head was on fire. I asked him why, and he said it's because he was burned. So.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad dream.
It was great, honestly, up until that point. The Thorel part was really nice, but God, that ending was scary. There were satyrs, just like you, Minx.
This was a lot of dreaming. You were only out for
I don't know. That was probably the craziest dream I've had. Wow, I'm really going to have to sit on that one.
When we are so close to death, our minds are more free, so we may delve in between existence, reality, and the unknown.
Wow. Master Peric, thank you so much for coming also. We would have been absolutely boned without you.
Truly boned.
Really.
Yes, I guess I helped debone the situation.
You sure did, even though there was a lot of bones around.
So many bones.
So many bones.
You hear at this point, you hear, and Grub run back into the warehouse. And
we got him. It's okay.
it looks a little defeated.
Throws the arms up. Oh my God.
Throws his arms up in the air. There's little raccoon arms. Just,
thank you, Grub.
And makes his way over to Clu and perches beside him.
I'll start searching through bodies. Real
I think
quick,
we have to
and
check
then
out these gnomes.
But then we should get the fuck out of here.
We gotta move.
Yeah.
Let's check them out.
I see, while you guys are searching, I think Dillon just walks over to Oda, and he just sort of stands over her and just kind of takes a pause and looks at her.
And, as I'm searching Oda's body, whatever, for anything, investigating, kneeling down, I'm going to look over my shoulder at Dillon, who's kind of just looking. And I'm going to go, was that your first kill?
There was nothing else we could do, right?
No, kid, no. We went in knowing this was going to happen.
I know. It's just a little different when it happens for the first time.
Yeah. Good news is the second time's way easier.
Thanks, Clu.
Do I hear that advice? Just
and yeah, I just think he'd
twitches.
Yes, you heard it. I said it loud enough.
I just twitch a little bit. That's all.
Clu, give me a quick investigation check.
Yeah.
As you're searching Oda's body.
That is a 14 minus 2.
12?
12.
You, they weren't wearing much armor. They were fighting in tank tops, as you remember.
Yeah, they were really strong.
Yeah.
You do find in the pocket, you bring out another red coin, similar to the one that you found on Thorel's body when we first discovered him. Once again, this is a red coin that has the letter F on it.
I think I know what this stands for now, guys.
What do you think it
And
stands for?
I hold it up. I go, this must stand for Faradin.
Oh.
This is a sign of one of Faradin's relic hunters.
And then the other our coins, unlike our coins that say Moradin.
Yeah, for just the gold ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm putting it all together.
Well, yeah, I'm proud.
All
of you.
the pieces
Good.
are coming together in Dylan's head.
Dylan's traumatized.
I think I
That's fair.
turn to Minx. I think I'll pocket because I've got the first coin too, and I'll point to Minx and I go, "Keep an eye out." I guess that one, Orla, was it? I think Orla probably has one of these coins as well.
I won't make you roll. You investigate and find a similar coin on Orla.
I'll toss it over to Clu.
I catch it, and I think I'm gonna pocket all three. These
Okay.
might be good to have later. Who knows?
Peric, now standing at the edge of the warehouse, says, "Perhaps we should leave the scene of the crime
Yeah.
before others come knocking."
Yes.
Yes.
Let's leave.
100%. Yes.
Let's go grab your dad.
Oh.
Oh, we should definitely do that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Full reason we came.
And I go over to my dad and I already heal Dillon for all of my healing points. So he's just, he's dead weight, baby.
No.
So I just sling him over my shoulder and I turn around kind of looking a little guilty towards Dillon, but then my eyes rest on Minx and I go, I do love my dad. I do.
I just silently nod.
Yeah. Okay, let's get out of here.
You, with your unconscious father, slung over your shoulder, Clu. The four of you plus Grub make your way, I'm assuming, back to Standy Manor?
Dylan remembers all the good
Yeah.
times he had
Yeah.
with his father.
But doesn't say anything.
I would say, yeah, back to Standy Manor, probably.
Yeah.
You make your way back towards the mansion, past a few people in the streets who give you a very concerning stare, Clu, as you are hauling this unconscious figure over your shoulder.
Yeah.
And there's a couple pauses as is he okay?
He's fine. He's fine.
Okay. Have a good day.
He had a bit of a long night. Everything's fine.
We're good. We're all limping.
A little too much orange juice.
Yeah.
I'll try to act a little peppier.
A little too much orange juice.
It's the citrus.
Keep everyone calm.
You make your way to Standy Manor. Clu, you unlock the gate,
Yeah.
make your way through the yard. The cart is still outside,
Okay.
and you see it is spotless. And there is no sign of previous cow shit. There's not even a smell. It is as clean as when Merrick first gave it to you, Minx.
Wow, Banks really did a bang up job.
Yeah.
I note that.
Listen, if I know one thing about Banks, he knows how to keep a house tidy. So I'd assume it applies to carts.
And a
as well.
cart, yeah.
His poor hands.
Yep. Well,
I hope they're not infected after
he'll be fine.
that clean.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Before you go inside, Herrick turns to you, Clu. Will you be safe here? I must get back to the temple. It has been a few hours since I've cleaned it.
You're right. It must be just a nightmare with all of the worshippers of Cord who come in, huh?
I don't like this sarcasm, Clu, but I've come to accept it.
Goodbye, Peric.
Goodbye, Clu. And Peric limps back down out of the
Thank
gate.
you. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, thanks, Peric.
Without turning around, Peric just holds up a holds up a hand as you continue walking down the grounds.
I like that guy.
Stand up guy.
Me
Yeah.
too, actually. I don't like when he gives me sass, so I give it back.
I see.
It's out of affection.
Don't tell him.
Okay.
Don't you tell him.
I might have said it.
Don't you tell what? What did you say?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Tell me.
Nothing.
everything's fine.
Nothing.
All right. Just watch it.
The three of you enter Standy Manor, and as you walk in, you hear a commotion coming from another room.
Oh.
You hear the sound of your mother, Clu, going, "We don't have all day, just take the shot!"
Oh,
And you hear the sound of a bolt being fired, and you hear the breaking of china.
I think I
run.
I rush in. I rush in.
As you rush in, Shien, you hear she goes, "Oh, lovely, Master Dax!"
Oh.
As you're witnessing what's going
God.
on, Shien is sitting off to the side, right beside a table of tea and finger sandwiches. Dax is standing right beside her, looking much better than when you first left him. No longer hungover, holding a crossbow, a small crossbow, and across the room, balancing on a globe, holding a teacup in either hand, is Banks, saying, "Oh, lovely shot, Master Dax."
What on earth is happening? That's my china. What are you doing?
Your mother goes, "Well, you were gone for so long, we had to entertain ourselves
I was
somehow."
gone for a few hours.
Oh, I want to
Your
try.
husband was missing.
I want to try.
No, you. I don't like what's happening.
Clue, we have all this.
Dax.
We have all this china. We're not going to use all of it. Might as well put it to good use. Now, Dax, I want to see you hit the other one.
Good you. Put that Banks, put that down.
To be honest, though, this isn't the weirdest thing that your mother and father have asked me to do, so I'm okay with it.
Again, it does not matter what they want you to do, Banks. My house, they're in my house. Put it down, please.
Give me a persuasion with advantage. Sure.
They're having fun.
That's a 17.
17. Banks says, "Very well, Master Clu," and hops off of the globe and puts the remaining unbroken china on a table near.
I stomp over to Dax and I just snatch the hand crossbow out of his hand. Hey yourself. You're in my house, dude.
Yeah, and that is your crossbow. That's fair.
I know. I know.
Well, Clu, you never use it. You're so obsessed with that sword of yours.
Do you even care where your husband went? He was almost sliced in half like an hour ago.
Did you find him?
Yeah.
Oh, good!
Dillon gets a biscuit and then just stays on the edge of the corner of the room and eats a biscuit.
Oh my god! This is like the living room. I think
it's just in like the foyer, just off of the.
I think I have like health potions and stuff stored around the house.
You probably have a couple.
So
yeah.
I think I'm gonna go around and just like muttering to it, just like, oh my, every day. I'm gonna go around and get a health potion and pour it into my dad's mouth.
Okay.
And I just go like slap him awake. I'm fed up right now. I'm tired. I'm hurt.
Yeah, I just like try to fall on any kind of couch or futon or anything that's like in and around that room.
We're
where
all
they're
crashing
yeah,
in the foyer.
Just
we're a foyer
just like
bunch.
looking up at Dex and just like giving little claps. Like, you're killing it, buddy. You're doing great.
We'll get through a couple of these. So, Dillon, you go over and get some little sandwiches from the table.
Yes, I do.
And Sheehan goes, young man, of course, help yourself.
Thank you. Do you think if Clu goes to bed, I can try the China crossbow thing?
We'll have to be quiet.
Okay.
I immediately, my head whips around. Did I hear that?
Yeah, of course you did.
Never mind. No, never mind.
All I do,
No.
I just silently give eyes to, like threatening eyes to Dillon.
Dillon remembers his dream for a second, and honestly looks terrified for a second. Like he looks genuinely scared for a moment.
The look Clu is giving is very similar to the one that you had in your
There's
in
like
your
a
dream.
haunted grin on my face.
Yeah, he like breaks.
Like, would ya?
Yeah, he like breaks eye contact and like looks on the ground and just kind of like takes a second to collect himself.
That's what I thought.
Clu, you pour a health potion that you have stored around the house into your father's mouth, and he instantly regains consciousness. Oh, hello, Clu.
Hi, Dad.
Why, this is not what I remember falling asleep to.
Oh my God.
Why am I on the floor?
You slept walk, Dad. You slept walk. You're fine. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
I have a terrible headache. Was I sleeping upside down at any point?
Yes.
Oh,
Hi,
Dillon
Buckley.
Josiah Standys.
Nice to meet you.
Who are you?
We saved you.
Oh, thank you.
You were upside down.
He just took that. He took that in stride.
You were upside down in a meat warehouse.
Oh, I haven't been in a warehouse in years.
Well,
Is that what that smell is?
Today was today.
He sniffs his linen pajamas. Oh, Banks, we're going to have to wash these a couple times. And you, my dear. And he looks at you, Minx.
I wave over from my seated position. Hey, Mr. Standy. It's great to meet you.
You as well.
See you're up right this time. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone. This is my dad, Josiah.
Hello.
Josiah, these are my friends.
Pleasure. Welcome to our house. Feel free to stay as long as you want.
You have a wonderful
you.
son.
Oh, thank you. He's all right, isn't he?
Yeah. We're friends now.
Clu hears this.
We're friends now.
I think his frown just lessens just a little bit. Still angry.
He loves you very much.
Yes, he does.
Oh, and we love him so much as well.
He's not paying us to say this also.
Well, I wouldn't
doesn't
think...
fall far from the tree.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he was. We have tons of spare cash. From the other side of Jimmy here. Oh, Josiah, there you are. Now, it's almost time for bed. Are you tired?
What time
It's
is
like
it?
a regular day for these guys.
It's probably getting later in the day. It's still somewhat early. And Josiah immediately looks at his wife and goes, oh, I have been sleeping, but yes, I think perhaps I could go to bed sometime. Why not?
I kind of walk up to Clu really quick though, and I do just kind of whisper, and I'm like, "Are you gonna tell your dad what
no,
action?" Okay,
it'll be in one ear out the other, to be honest.
okay.
Yeah, but he seems like an in the moment kind of guy.
Yeah.
I turn to Dillon and with a grave expression say, "He is. He really is."
I see it now.
But I do walk over to Banks, and I think I discreetly just go like, "Hey, just make sure the windows are locked early today."
Yes, of course, Master Clu.
In fact, maybe just keep them locked for the next few days.
Yes, they will complain about the stuffiness, but I think it's for the best.
They'll get over it.
Master Josiah, Madame Chien, right this way for your bedtime routine. And the two begin making their way. Two separate bedrooms, of course. And Chien turns to you, Dillon, and says, "We'll continue our talk later." And she gives an over-exaggerated wink to you about not firing the crossbows in the house.
Sounds good. I give a big wink back.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Mom.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, yes, it was a pleasure to meet you all. Have a good night.
Speaking of rest, I'm not sure if you guys could take one, but I am.
We need to go. Yeah, I need to go to
Beat.
bed. Yeah, I'm tired.
Hey, Chris, do you think we could sleep? Is it too early?
A long rest?
Yeah, long rest.
I think you should be able to do a long rest.
Okay, that's good.
Whether you decide to go up to your rooms to rest or just crash on the foyer.
I think I'm too tired to take 3 flights of stairs.
I'm already in the tea chair, passed out.
That's the chair. I turned to Minx. The chair's so small. I don't know how he looks like he's really cozied up into it.
Yeah, and I just is Dax around in the room still?
Yeah, so as you're drifting off, finding a spot to settle down, Minx, Dax does approach you and say, "Hey, Minx, could I talk to you for a quick sec?"
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and I just pat seat next to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I just want to apologize for the last couple days. I know I can't have been easy to deal with. I just got a little excited about finding magic. I thought it was gonna be a big break, and I think I acted a little selfishly, and I'm sorry.
No, you. It makes sense. And I'm sorry. I also got excited, and I made some mistakes, but I just kind of hug him, and I'm like, I did miss you the last couple days. Don't.
And he kind of seems a little surprised at you hugging. Probably hasn't happened a lot. Yeah, I missed you too, Minx. I mean, it was a riot hanging out here. But yeah, you're my best friend. So
Yeah.
I missed. And you know what? Banks was kind of letting me know a little bit about what was going on, and I'm sorry I wasn't there. But if you need me, I'm in.
I need you close, and I need you to not die. All right, bud.
Okay. Yeah.
It was a little shaky with these guys. I'm just saying, it was. I don't know. It's not as tight as some of the stuff that we've done, so it was a little concerning. There's some big people in this town, and it is not cozy.
Yeah, this is why I hate the farmlands. They're never what they seem.
I know that, and the smell, right? It's a lot.
Yeah.
Dylan lets out a little fart.
Dillon's already asleep.
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm gonna stay up a little bit. I've slept in way more than I should have, but I might maybe I'll be lookout just in case.
Thank you. Come wake us up if you need anything, but I trust you.
Thanks, Minx. I appreciate that.
Dax looks at you, Clu, as a kind of gives it an apologetic stare.
Clu is spread eagle on the floor, and he kind of just like raises his head a little bit from the ground, just to make eye contact, just enough to make eye contact with Dax.
Mm.
And I think I just give him like a small nod. Just, it's all right, it's fine.
Is it okay if I borrow the crossbow to keep a lookout?
Yeah, it seems like you're a good shot with it. And you know what? The T set is a matching set of 6, so if you've already destroyed 1 or 2, get rid of. You might as well. You can get rid of the rest. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, target practice.
Yeah, I'll practice outside so I don't break anything in the house.
I just look around at the house. There's like arrows in the wall everywhere, and I go, "That's a good idea. It's a good idea, kid."
As you lie back down, Clu, Dax turns to you, Minx, and says,
"Should I tell him we've already been through 2 other sets of china?"
No.
Okay. No. Great. Yeah, okay. I'll start lookout.
and he walks outside into the grounds. You guys take your 8 hours of long rest, recover everything you can from that fight. When you do wake up, you have found that someone has covered you all with blankets.
Nice.
And you wake. It is not the morning because you didn't go to bed like during the night. It was probably like still early hours in the morning, so it's still dark outside.
Oh, we didn't even. Okay. I thought it was still early afternoon, so we would have a chance to save whoever Big B decides to take, but I don't think we could have done that. So
you wake up, and it doesn't sound like anyone else is awake in the house. Josiah and Shien are probably still sound asleep, and Banks is nowhere to be seen right now.
Wow. Oh. Clu, are you okay?
yeah, I'm fine. Why?
Oh, it's just that's how you sound in the mornings?
Yeah, it would sound like what?
Oh,
This is just. What do you mean?
I get up off the couch with the blanket on, and I like shuffle over to like a sandwich that might have been left out or something. And I just take another bite. Listen, I wanted to talk to you guys about something. About this dream that I had when I thought I died, and then also I wanted to talk to you about this stone. And I take the stone out. I didn't say anything because Cadmus was there, and I didn't really know if we could trust him.
Clearly, that was the right call.
Yeah.
Well, what is it?
Well, you all know it vibrates, but
Yes.
I heard a voice through it. I heard a voice when we were fighting with Cadmus.
When you were dreaming?
No, before even when I was fighting with when we were fighting with Cadmus, I tried to talk to it, and I heard a voice back, and it was asking for Thorel, and it was asking who I was, and I just said that Thorel has passed, and that I'll keep you safe.
Last I checked, stones don't speak.
It wasn't directly from the stone. I heard it in my head, but it was definitely from me connecting with the stone. Anyway, I didn't hear the voice since. However, I did try to contact it a few more times. And then this dream, where I was with Thorel, I saw him again in my dream, and he told me that the rock would sort of lead me to where I would need to go. And then I went through a clearing in the forest, and I came upon a very odd party. There was satyrs and pixies and other magical creatures. But here's where it gets weird. I got turned around, and that's when I saw you, Clu, and you said you shouldn't be here. Then you turned into Minx, and then you said you shouldn't be here. And then I believe it turned into Flinthorn, it turned into someone else. And then there was this dark figure. But more importantly, the sword. I think it was the relic, which means that must be Erevan. Aravanel is here.
Satyrs, pixies, does that not sound like the Feywild to you two?
I think it's the Fey. And I think
Sounds like a good time, yeah.
I think the stone is going to lead us there.
I don't know about putting what you're hearing, talking to this stone, and your dreams together as always the best option. I'm not dismissing your dreams, but it's been a lot in the past 24 hours.
Yeah.
But
I may have also had a dream, maybe.
Oh, I sit down, super eager, and I just sit down and wide-eyed listen to Clu.
was yours also
Listen,
in the Fae?
it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal.
Sure, sure.
Long story short, I was on top of a mountain. There's a storm coming to Hallow, and we shouldn't be here for it. And I kind of maybe know the entrance to the Feywild is in the capital. I don't know. I'm not sure.
You saw the door?
Maybe.
The door to the Fae?
Maybe.
The gate?
Yes, maybe. Listen, I cannot confirm nor deny anything. All I know is that
You're not on trial. We're just asking. What?
if we're questioning the validity of Dillon's dream, I also had, I don't know. Listen, maybe it was nothing. It was nothing.
is wild that there's two dreams that happened and they were both involving this specific thing. So it does add more to this conversation.
That's all I'm saying.
Did we lucid dream together?
No,
Oh my goodness.
you were not in it. You were not in it.
Did you jump around and do front flips and prance in a field?
No,
it was wonderful until it got dark. But
hold on, you could change things that happen in your dream.
yeah,
What the fuck, man?
I wanted to fly around, so I kind of did a little.
I wanted my indoor sword with me, and I couldn't even get that.
Oh, what do you have conversations with yourself, Clu?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Do you ever ask yourself some stuff? That's okay. I turn to Mace as I see if she knows what I'm talking
I
about.
look just
Dillon.
angry and confused.
Dylan, when was the last time the Rock talked to you?
The last time it talked to me was in Thorel's home. The last time I think I was able to get a message across was when we were at the fight in the warehouse. I asked it for help, but I heard nothing back.
So it's spoken to you one time?
One time, but I feel like it's been hearing me.
Okay. And what did it say
Well,
the one time?
at Thorel's home, it seemed quite surprised that it was no longer in Thorel's possession. It said, "Where's Thorel? Who are you?" And I just replied in my head and said that Thorel has passed, and that's the situation, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to protect this stone. And that seems like it sort of understood what was going on.
Dylan, can you take out the rock?
Sure. Take the rock out and I put it out on the table.
I think we all gather around the table and look at it like it's a conference.
It's a little seance around the
really
stone.
Fucking cool.
If there was somebody there, that means I have a name, and that we could. Have you asked any of these questions to it?
I tried making a connection. Should I try again?
I think I'm gonna cast divine sense on the stone as everyone's here.
What does that do?
As an action, you can detect good and evil. So until the end of the next turn, blah blah blah. You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, lol, or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet. It's pretty much just detect good and evil.
Okay. You use your divine sense clue on this stone. First of all, you don't get a sense of any fiend, celestial, undead anywhere within 60 feet of you.
Good.
That's nice.
Fantastic.
You don't get a sense that this stone is good or that this stone is bad. So it's not necessarily a being of some kind, perhaps maybe just a tool.
Okay.
Yeah, and I trust that you talk to it. I just don't know if it's like a one-time. You said it's listening, so
It feels like
I would
every time I sort of say something to it or sort of try to transmit a message, it feels, it's hard to explain, but I just really feel deep down like it's kind of being like message received, you know?
Yeah, touch the rock.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to talk to it and just say, hello, checking in to see who you are so that we might communicate from our end. Thank you so much.
You send this message through the rock, Minx. You feel it get warm and vibrate. And just like the messages that Dillon has been trying to send, ever since that first one, you get the sense that this message was delivered, but nothing comes back in return. And as you're all sitting around, you hear from a different room someone walking in, and you see Shien in her nightgown.
Oh, hello, you three. I'm sorry to interrupt this little whatever this is going on, but Banks has not delivered my my late night milk.
Oh no.
Have you seen him?
No, but I'm sure he's fine.
Okay, good night.
It's we just woke up.
Yes, I haven't.
Oh, okay. I guess.
That's odd.
Should we?
Yup.
We should go check that out.
Start searching around for
Lightning wouldn't
Banks.
strike twice in the same.
I really hope not.
It's possible,
I'm gonna-
especially if we
Okay.
pissed him off.
I made the first connection with this thing, so I'm just gonna hold on to it.
Yes.
But
keep the stone.
yeah, if I hear anything from this stone,
Great.
I'll let you know.
Great. Okay.
Also, Clu, I did what you told me.
What do you mean?
I did what you told me. Yeah, your advice for Cadmus, and he didn't stick around.
Oh.
I literally killed someone in front of him. He said that was a way to his heart, and it never happened.
Kid. And I put my hand on his shoulder.
Yeah.
You just gotta kill more people.
Okay. I look Clu directly in the eyes.
The right people. And I turn to Minx and I go, the right people, right, Minx?
Shake my
Right.
head.
Right.
Terrible influence. God.
As Clu sort of like starts,
I'm gonna convert you into the Church of
as
Court.
Clu like starts walking out the door, I look at Minx and I'm like, "Don't worry, I know."
Yeah, I know you get it, but still, that's. And I'll just start like walking around, opening doors, looking for Banks.
You begin walking around Standy Manor, opening doors, going into different rooms. Banks, nowhere to be seen.
Shoot.
I will also run out to the front and make sure I can find Dax.
You run out onto the grounds. Dax, nowhere to be seen. Give me a quick investigation.
Oh no.
I think I'm also gonna do an investigation if that's possible.
Yeah.
15 total.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. This is gonna be a nat 20. Just to let you guys know.
Nat 20, baby.
Okay, yeah.
That's pretty good. That's a 17 plus 5.
Wow. Okay. Sweet.
22.
Wait, no, investigation. Oh, it's -2. 17 -2.
Oh, okay.
15.
I'm also gonna do Chris. I'm also gonna do an investigation
Yeah.
check just because I knew I was gonna. It's not great. 9.
Clue with a 15. As you're searching around the grounds, you notice tracks and not.
I'm gonna ask this for the second time in the campaign.
Mhm.
Were they small tracks?
These are not small tracks. No.
Oh.
Oh.
You see they are tracks of some sort of beast.
Oh.
And one that has 4 legs. Minx, with your 15, you don't find Dax, you don't find Banks. You find, just off the side of the path leading to the gates, a piece of fabric that you recognize to be part of Banks's peacoat, with a note scribbled on it and left there that says, "The forest. Let's end this." And that's where we're going to end the session.
Damn right.
It's Claw's feet
It's
that you
Claw's
saw.
feet. We're
The
fucking
lizard.
them up.
Wow.
Oh my god.
What a
that
fun
was
episode.
Palms are sweaty.
so
Palms are sweaty.
much
Palms
fun.
are sweaty.
Mine too.
Mom spaghetti. Hey! Same idea.
Well, you know what? I think I'll be the first one to say this. Let's save it for the last call.
Yes.
Fantastic.
But needless to say, Chris, you're a magician, mastermind, David Blaine, mind freak, motherfucker.
What is this in your ear, Harley? It's a quarter.
Oh my god! That was awesome, and that was awesome, and
That was stellar.
awesome.
Let's do our thingies, our pluggies.
Pluggies.
Listen to the last call. It's
Maggie,
coming
you got
up.
a plug?
Instagram, Trouble at the Tavern.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. And yeah, if you've gotten this far, my goodness, thank you. Thank you for being on this adventure with us. It's a blast to make these. We're having an awful lot of fun.
The campaign's turning incredible.
Awful lot of
It's
stress, awful lot of fun.
Awful lot of stress, awful lot of fun, but boy, is it a good time.
Happy to be here.
We're about to kill another gnome, ladies and gents.
Thank you so much for listening. Once again, Chris, Mike, Hartley, and Maggie. We'll see you either on the next episode of Trouble at the Tavern or on the last call, which we're about to record. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey everyone, Michael here. Just wanted to give a big shout out to tabletopaudio.com for letting us use their sounds and music in this episode. If you'd like to play your own D&D game to the sounds and music you heard here today, head on over to tabletopaudio.com. They have a huge selection of 10-minute ambiances and music for you to use. Another big shout out to our buddy Sheel for making the intro and outro music. Bye-bye.